Hey y'all, I got your file that you shared, your PowerPoint file that you shared with me, and I didn't know if you wanted any feedback or not. You didn't give me a message to give you feedback, so I took it upon myself to give you some feedback. I'm going to go cook dinner, but before that, I took a look at it. I'm just going to give you some brief feedback. I know it's kind of late, almost 7 o'clock on Friday night, but if you have a chance to make some adjustments, you might get little bit better grade as we go in here. So let me get the screen on here, and I'll go through a little bit, just a couple places that I want to point out that I thought this would be easier. All right, so the first big suggestion that kind of goes throughout the presentation is these right here. The bullet points should be a lot bigger font, and the pictures should be a lot bigger, right? So the viewer can see those. So make these bigger. What you might have to do is like duplicate this slide and then just put half the information on one slide, half the information on the other side. Just kind of do that. There's a couple things here that are a little bit too much extra, but I'm not going to worry about those because, like for example, titanium tibia, we don't need that on there. But I will make those edits and adjustments. I mean, I think it's better to have more than not. So I'm not going to go tell you which stuff to take off right now. It's too late for that. So I'm just going to focus on the quick changes that I want you to make. These things like this, whenever you can, each of these should be its own bullet points. So just coming in here and doing something like that. So now I just messed it up. Sorry about that. Undo. But each of these should be their own bullet point as you go through here. This slide right here, same thing. Each should be its own bullet point, larger font, larger pictures. We could even expand those out. Don't worry about the number. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry about the number of slides. It could be a lot. I will, kind of do my edits, and I'm going to take out slides and put in slides, or do, what I need to do. Slides like this, I'll get rid of this. There's some of these joints in here that we don't need to go as much in detail for, at least for this class. You will later. I'll take those out, so don't worry about those at this late juncture. Slides like this, there's a lot of information, and it's really, really small. So if you can cut down the information here and or make it bigger, or if you feel like all this information, I know I gotta have it, this is important, well then let's make this bigger, increase it, like duplicate the slide, give me 2 to 3 more slides with this information, and just break it up with bigger individual pictures. So there's 4 pictures here. You can have each individual picture on a slide and give me that kind of stuff. So that'll make it look a little bit cleaner. So then we get to the muscles of, and this is my other big suggestion or critique, is that this needs to be, if you look at the example that I put up there on the elbow, wrist, hand, where I have it, kind of sectioned out, origin, insertion, action, and they should be really, really brief. And so the specific muscles of the foot, I won't get that detailed, but I do want to come down to like the muscles of the ankle, right? And so you get gastrocnemius and soleus. I want like the origin is the origin up here is the tibial plateau, the tibial epicondyles, and then it comes down into that, and so it should be very basic. You do not have to get fundamental for walking and posture. All I want is that the gastrocnemius and soleus plantar flexes the foot. That's all I need from that. So this is a good one right here. Again, very good. You got a good diagram, and this is actually a pretty decent size. This is small, but right here for gastrocnemius, you can separate them into medial lateral heads. But I do want to know where they insert, and then really, I don't need walking and running. I don't need. Basically, what I need is it plantar flexes the foot along with basically all these muscles. All these do. This is another one where you want to make this bigger and individualize, or break these up into a number of different slides so this can be big. Each one of this, fibularis longus or peroneus longus, really I just need where it originates, boom, origination, boom. O colon, here's where it is. God, the cat's getting me. The insertion, boom, action is eversion of the foot, done. Right, so this can be broken or kind of pared down quite a bit. The only other thing that you actually left off that's missing here that I would really strongly suggest keeping, putting on there. You have your neurovascular, so you had the neuro part, but you don't have any vascular. Unless I missed it, you don't have any of the vascular parts. So we'll need like a popliteal artery. Then we'll need the two anterior, the dorsal pedal artery, because that's one of our dorsal pedal pulses. There's a posterior tibial artery right there. So you'll need those. You'll need that because those will be important landmarks and things that we want. The tibial nerve, and then you went on into the deep peroneal, common peroneal, that kind of stuff. These are good, and I'll probably do some adjustments here. We won't get this specific. All right, so let me put my face back up here just to say goodbye. I hope there's enough time and that you get this. If you don't, well, sorry. I mean, I guess it's a time crunch of the last 5 hours or so before this is due. All right. Bye-bye.